here's some things that we've done. I want to run through this quick because I want to have plenty of communication time. Winchester Road, it may not affect you all like it does a little farther on over. Winchester Road is a county road, but it's a county nightmare. If you don't believe it, I was going up to Buckhorn to a meeting the other morning for breakfast. The principal called me 2 or 3 weeks ago. It took me, I had it timed. I know how long it takes for me to drive from my house to every place in my district. And I live a long ways from here, and it's unfortunate, but it's a long ways. That's just the way the district falls. I had it timed, but I was about 10 or 15 minutes late. And I don't like to be late to a meeting, but it was. I tried to navigate that Winchester Road, and it's just a nightmare in the morning. It's a nightmare at night. But anyway, talked to the governor. Set up this meeting several months ago with the commissioners here, governor and DOT director, Mr. McGinnis, Craig and Roger Jones, who are very special people, came down, Mayor Battles, and we're working on, that's a county road. State doesn't want to accept the responsibility for widening it, but it's such an important road into Huntsville. It's a major corridor. It should be a state road, but we've not been able to mount that, getting the state to take the expense it'll take. But working together with the federal folks, the city folks, county folks, and the state, we're going to ultimately we got some more things set up on that. We'll ultimately get there. It's not as fast as any of us would like, but we're working on that problem. What I spend probably more of my time than anything is on education, trying to improve our educational system. You just can't spend too much of your time taking care of children and children's needs and seniors. Those are the two groups that I focus on. I feel like if we'll take care of the youth with education and health care, take care of our seniors, everybody else in between can work, and they do, and it works out real good. But you've got to spend a lot of time with, these are things that we've been doing at the school, monies that we've been spending. Those are some amounts there. And these are silent projects. Most people don't know about them. You just get it done. You get out there and spend the money. If they've got football bathrooms, saxophone, you know. Everybody don't play in the band, but a lot of people do. You know, my job is to try to be balanced and take care of the things that need to be. These are other schools that we just always given. These are monies that we've spent recently with these schools. Gurley, of course, there's the basketball team. I don't know which one of the coaches called me. Didn't have enough balls. Well, we can't have a basketball team without balls, can we? So anyway, that's and sports is is an important part of our program. And volunteer fire departments, it's every one of them constant. We've got to help them, just as we said earlier. Something that I think is really, really important, particularly at this time, is focusing on jobs. There's nothing that we need to do that's greater right now than address the economic problems. We're not quite as bad here in Madison County as we are in many parts. We got a number of counties in this state, the unemployment is in the 20+ percentile. Now that's just tough. You know, it doesn't bother you, or it doesn't until it hits your family. But when I have mothers or fathers coming up to me and one or the other one has gotten laid off, and sometimes both of them, they're only got a short time to go on their health insurance to continue. Their COBRA payments are so much they can't. So we're going to focus this upcoming session in the Senate, and I know Butch and the House will do the same thing, on trying to create more jobs, create opportunities for jobs. And one of the things on the previous slide there, I'm introducing a bill, $1 billion road bridge improvement bill. This will take $100 million a year from the Alabama trust fund. This is a trust fund that we have set up. It's yours. It belongs to ever since we've been taking oil and gas revenues out of the Gulf down there, we've put all of that money into a trust fund, started back in about 78. That fund now is about $3 billion, has been more than $3 billion, but because the stock market has fluctuated some downward. But we're still putting about $200 million a year. That's the state's portion of the royalties off the oil and gas out of the Gulf. I'm proposing that we take $100 million of that each year for the next 10 years and do something about our road and bridge problems. Particularly, there's no place needs road problem. We just talked about Winchester. We've got a lot of Winchesters in this county. Winchester is just one of the corridors that needs to be improved. Otherwise, we're going to choke our economic growth because we're not doing the right thing about our traffic and all. But that's one of the reasons I'm doing it. But now there's problems all around the state, but I'm particularly interested in problems right here at home. And I think that we'll be able to pass this $1 billion plan. It not only addresses roads and bridges, over the 10 years it creates 30,000 jobs. So it's addressing some real problems. This is not addressing imaginary problems. These are real problems, at the same time addressing a real problem of creating jobs.